Hello, 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 and welcome back to the adventures of Lainkk, who has now beaten Shandalar and is just enjoying the post game. Where last we left off, I had I made a first draft of this discard deck that uses the 6 copies of Power 9 cards I've acquired so far and focuses on making your opponent mill out. Then we'd found a quest to Teferi, but we didn't complete it, and I think that's where we're going to head now. I don't love this deck. I don't hate it. It's got to improve before I'll be satisfied. But we did pick up 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of these 3-cost mill 2s when I draw, and that kind of card is the heart and soul of this deck. So it's been empowered more since we last played. I also managed to go to broke buying cards, so and didn't get the big Eldrazi I want. I did all that before I realized I should have just selected Rise of the Eldrazi and then picked a high cost and then just gone from there. There were quite a few high cost cards in the Rise of the Eldrazi pack, but if you specify colorless, narrows it down to the Emrakul's, Kozilek's, etc. that I want. A little bit better. In any event, yeah. Well, we'll need to build a nest deck up again from 6. And let's head over to wherever Teferi is and try and do this quest. In the meantime, because I'm always happy to pick up more world magics, there's a chance that you cannot actually win against Teferi with this deck. Actually, that's a fair point. Let me make sure. One of the reasons I want an Eldrazi is that shuffle graveyard is that if it's discarded or if I run out of cards, it shuffles everything back in. Seven mana, shuffle everything up. That's one option. Specifically want blue solutions. Megatron. If Megatron would be put into a graveyard from anywhere... Oh, it's a Blightsteel Colossus. Put into it from here. Reveal a card and shuffle it into its owner's library instead. Okay, so this means that if you draw it, it's locked in your hand. And if you put it in the graveyard stays in the graveyard. So yeah, that's not what I need. So really, this is the answer. Each player shuffles his or her hand graveyard into his or her library, or each player draws 7 cards. It's a little too expensive. Yeah, so we don't have a solution right now. Basically, we're on borrowed time. If our 40-card deck runs out, we can lose the game. But we'll really want to, at some point, upgrade that to Kozilek, because Kozilek draws me 4, which is synergistic with my overall kill plan. And if discarded, it shuffles my deck up, which is great. Yeah, we'll fight. We'll fight here. Gotta get some cash, right? Let's get some skin in the game. That's fine. We open with not great stuff, admittedly. Kind of want to mull this. Yeah, mulligan it. It has nothing you love. Ancestral Recall and Sphinx. And this is much better. This is like infinitely better. So we're gonna go... there we go. Island. We have enough to drop Sphinx right away, which is perfect. Already the discarding is starting. He's at 2. Great. Let's double the discarding effect by playing Ruvak. And now he mills 14, because when you're milling 4 at a time and any 2 of them hits this criteria, it's great. Now we're going to draw ourselves a bunch of cards, which triggers Sphinx 3 more times to watch. 14, 34, 42, 46. It's a hell of a play. Let's go Windfall, which is game over for him because Sphinx is going to make him go to 0 and he's drawn everything else, and then I can't pay him mana, so I'll have to wait for him to start his turn. This deck is absolutely psychotically vicious in how fast it kills you by making you draw out. Now my goal is, I think, to kill all of these, right? It's not just kill Teferi. Clear everyone. Yeah, okay. So this is a very, very hard hideout to clear. There's like enemies all over the place. There's right, center, up. I've done this fight before. I don't remember how it goes exactly though. My goal is to see if this deck can win at all. I think Teferi might have the ability to reshuffle his deck, which would make this a non-starter. And his deck might just be way too big. That's another non-starter. So there's a good chance that I just lose when I fight Teferi, so I'm going to go straight to him. I mean, if you're going to let me loot, I'm going to loot. Yeah, none of this. But then we'll take on Teferi. And if we win this fight, then we A, get to test out his loot, and B, can go on with clearing the hideout. This is actually kind of a great opener for me, so we'll keep this. That's what he does. He can make one of my things phase out every turn, and you'll notice he has 218 cards in his deck. So this actually might be a worse pick. Yeah, we'll search for a land. I have lots of them. This actually might be a worse pick than my elf counter deck, if I'm being perfectly honest. We definitely want to get this in place soon. Let's get 7 discards is not even going to move the needle. We are going to need a lot more. Jace's Erasure at least gives me something going on long term. So he's going to have lots of counter spelling, huh? Okay, that's fine. We don't have enough lands for this to come in untapped. I don't think that I played Windfall yet. I'm not sure what all that was about. Can we, like, get rid of these bulky pop-ups? Thank you. Alright, so we just played the land. That's all we've done. Can we do Patient Rebuilding already? Yes, and he can't counterspell it, so this is actually the perfect time to do it. Perfect. Alright, pass to you, buddy. Yeah, that's fine. You can hit me for 1. This game is probably not going to be won and lost over my life total, is my inclination. He's about to phase that out, so we'll extract the mana from it first. Mill 3. Draw. Yes. Yes. Okay. Sphinx's Tutelage is our win condition, so we definitely get that in play. We're not going to play the Mystic Sanctuary until we have a sorcery or instant worth recurring. And then we'll play Bruvak next turn for Great Justice. So pass, I guess. I don't think Mystic Sanctuary is worth holding on to because I'm going to discard it with Windfall. Let's do this anyway. Mill 7, and so we are at 14 down, 200 to go. God, that sounds awfully daunting. Teferi who slows the sunset. You choose up to one target artifact, up to one target creature, up to one target. Okay, so that's really bad, actually. Though, to be fair, We're making some progress. He's down to 190, and we've drawn a bunch of cards. He hasn't shown the ability to deal with Jace that well yet. We're going to put our blocker into play first, and then Jace into play second. Mercifully, it's the same for both. Each player draws a card is fine with me. I want him to draw cards so that he runs out of cards. And he is at 180. Okay. We still have mana, but not enough to do anything I'm suspecting. And the Jeweled Amulet's already been spent, so pass turn. Oh, of course. He can just phase it out. Cheater. Yeah, that works. What does that do exactly? Okay. That actually hurts him too, so I'm okay with it. We'll do the rebuilding first. The maintenance second. Go. He's phasing it out, so that maintenance will never trigger. I don't think that triggers, because that doesn't exist, so you can't sacrifice what's blinked. I will pay for this, though. Of course. Jace's Erasure should apply. So what are we at, 172? Jace still applies, and he definitely should go right now. Please, by all means, continue to use Jace and I wish I could auto-fire this. I don't have an opponent to choose, and I'm always going to choose yes to firing it. Let's go Teferi's Tutelage. The reason I'm stalling on using the Windfall is that I specifically don't want to discard my whole hand and draw when I only have a few cards in my deck. I want to get maximum value out of it. Oh, half their library? Oh, hell yes. What does this cost? And can he counterspell it? He could potentially counterspell this, but I have to shoot my shot, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 1 mana short. I've already fired this. I have no other mana I can rely on, so let it go. Alright, and this is where if I had saved the Mystic Sanctuary, I could do it twice, but never mind. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That doesn't affect me. That's what I'm concerned about. Block one, not the other. Okay. Okay. Okay, he can't actually be sacrificed because he doesn't exist. He can be sacrificed, so we'll save him. And then we'll do all of the things that happened at the start of my turn. Because I drew a card from the other mill card. What is this? Draw 3, then discard 1 now. So he's got enough mana to counterspell, which means it's probably not going to land, but I have to try. It landed, and he milled 77. Jesus. If I win the game, it's going to be because of that. Definitely we both want to draw. So you draw 1, which is effectively milling 1, and I mill you another 5 with all my abilities. I think it's time. We're going to make him mill 6, and I'm going to draw 6 over as a result of it. And because I've linked all of these abilities to drawing cards, he's going to lose a lot of deck. It's a shame about Bruvac, but look at that. He's down to 47, 43, 40. We're going to grind him down. 35 total. Excellent. Next turn, I'll play Bruvac before firing a bunch of draws to force his hand even further. But for now, do we not have the mana for this? We're at 2. We're at 2. Yeah, we'll stop here, I think. Yeah, and turn. What was that? Did he just time twister? He just time twistered. Son of a gun. That's gotta be a time twister or something. He just literally just shuffled all 200 cards back. Okay, well, the good news is he starts over, but so do I. Except I have all my enchantments out, so in a very roundabout way, this is actually not bad. It's giving me an optimal chance to mill 200 cards and less. Echo of what? Echoes of something. I forgot. I couldn't see what it was called. No matter. He did it twice. Okay. I want to see the stack. Here we go. Echo of Eons. Okay, so Echo of Eons does effectively lose me the game here. Because as long as he has that card in his hand, it will and he plays it, it shuffles everything back, including his hand. My only hope is to mill it, but the flip side of that is I'm very likely to mill it with how many cards I mill on average. Case in point, he reshuffled the deck and he's already out 45 cards. And I haven't even started my turn yet, by the way. On his turn, he lost 50 cards. Now I've started my turn. And I'm getting stronger, but I only have 16 cards in my deck, so it's not perfect. Let's do this. Let's start with a second Brevact. So I only get one turn to use him, because the legend rule will prevent me from using both. So we're going to maximize the value. Draw a bunch of cards. $50, $62, $68, $80, $82, $86, $90, $92, $96. Alright, we made some progress. I could do Teferi's Toolage, draw 3, discard 1. Remand and draw. This is probably the strongest. Draw 3 and then discard 1. Why does it cost 4? Oh, it costs 4. That leaves me with enough mana for what exactly? It leaves me with enough mana. I have another Mox after that, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish. So I can do this and one more. Do I do another Teferi's Toolage? I think we have to. We'll just go with it. And we can discard literally anything. We'll discard an island. This is why I wish I had infinity cards, like a card that reshuffles my deck when I discard it or something. Because then I could just keep going through my deck over and over till I win. As it stands, I'm not going to have that luxury. When I hit the bottom of my deck, I die. So the question is if I can kill him first, or if I only get 7 more cards and that's going to cost me the game. And it looks like, oh my god, I milled him. I milled him down. I milled 206 cards in one turn. Each player draws a card that includes you, which means you draw on an empty deck, and I win the game. Jesus, what a run. Alright, Teferi's got first turn, but I have Sphinx and Brevact on the first turn. We keep this. Right, I forgot. I don't have... He has a cheaty-faced card that's even more cheaty-faced than my board. None of this is worth playing, but, you know, for convenience, we'll... no, we'll do nothing. Pass. He got a card immediately. Flying Lifelinker. Creatures entering the battlefield or dying don't cause abilities to trigger. That's fine, I don't rely on enter play abilities. Lucky me. Let's go with Bruvact. Let's go with Sphinx. Bruvact doesn't do much without Sphinx. Sphinx gives me the first taste of milling up my deck will know. Oh, beautiful. I've started making him look a little more dangerous. Yeah, store it here, just so you get some value. There's the first mills. What's next? We only have 2 mana. Grr. If I play this, it'll come in tapped and it will cost me. So I'm going to actually Ancestral Recall a little too early. As in before I have all of the highest value out for it, just to get an extra mana in play. And then from there, I have 3 at land, so now I can Mystic Sanctuary it back. These are all slow and low impact plays. We'll do one of them just to say we did it. Go ahead and mill some cards for me. And hit back. Anything that convinces him this is worth blocking is good. What does that do? Whenever you cast, draw. Well, if you want to kill yourself, I have no problem with that. It's fine. Do I have instants I can play here? Draw 3, discard 1. I could play that for its instant value. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're building up to something. Let's build. We're gonna go boop, boop, boop to get Bruvact, because that is gonna, until he stops me, that's going to like accelerate my card draw like crazy. And then this is an instant, so we can wait till a different phase to play it. Yeah, just end turn. Oh, of course. I forgot. That's how he holds it at bay. Actually, it's not active yet. So if I put a discard on the stack first, by doing this, that should give me, yep, a Sphinx's Toolage. So watch this. 191. That was like 20-30 cards. That's very valuable. And then, of course, the draw for turn trigger. Okay. Draw 3 cards, then discard. This is another instance, so we'll do the same thing next turn. This is another instance, so we'll do the same thing this next turn. This is Remand, this is a draw 2, this is a Jace. Let's get Jace out for consistent value, and more importantly, to be a Lightning Rod so that he attacks it. I think that's it. I have enough mana to do stuff, so yeah, pass. We have some chump blockers available. And of course the flyer who gets to go every turn. Azor, what is that? Flying enters each opponent can't cast energy during that player's next turn. What? Okay. Oh, well, this won't cause abilities to trigger, so maybe I can still play spells? Let's find out. Draw 3, discard 1, draw 3, then discard 2, except for an enchantment. So we'll start with this one because it's slightly cheaper. I will happily discard a pointless enchantment. There's nothing pointless about it, it's just... Wait. That's an enchantment, so that's fine. Okay, but before the rest of those triggers finishes, we'll also cast Remand for 1, or this for 4. This is way better. And we're gonna bounce... What are we gonna bounce? Oh, it's not a bouncer. Okay, this is just draw. That's fine. Just draw. Alright, so this is it. This is our big go all out play, right? Let's see how it works. Look at the discards, by the way. We got them all the way down to 21. That was utterly massive. And we still have full deck of 16. If we had any more mana, we'd be in great shape. And 19. We can play Mystic Sanctuary and use it to get back my Ancestral Recall so that we can do this trick again next turn. Yes. And I think that that just puts it at the top of the deck. I don't think it draws it. But then I can do this to draw a card. And now I am ready to fire it next turn. Alright, end turn. Could have considered the Bident, I suppose. Lose some islands, lose some islands. I want to keep one of them. I like my mana base to keep growing. Lose Mind Sculpt, it doesn't do much. Lose Mind Sculpt, it doesn't do much. Okay, good. Turn. Oh, Teferi, what a fight you're giving me. I legitimately would have... Oh no! He did the thing where he gets to play again. Grr. We had him down to the wire otherwise. Okay, no matter, no matter. Yeah, that all gets through and I die. Okay, that's fine. I don't die. My Planeswalker dies. That's fine. Alright, Bruvact is about to get blocked. How do we get around this? Well, now we have a full deck, so we can absolutely fire Ancestral Recall instantly. And Vision Schemes. Let's do that. Let's fire Ancestral Recall first. And that will get us Repulse. And that's it. Okay, so next we'll do Vision Schemes. Okay, and that's enough, right? Look at the deck. 130, 109, 105, 89. Okay, now we're back on the play. We'll cast this. One last tick. And now, of course, your play lands. We made a very good start. We're going to play all of our Moxen. And the island. We don't win here, so let's set up for an even more punishing disco if he lets me disco again. And then this so that I get a pre... Oh, can't afford it. Okay. This. Oh, I should be able to afford this. Do I only have 2 mana? Thought I had 3. Grr. Well, if I don't have enough mana for anything but this, then this is fine. Every little bit helps and all that, right? Alright. Go ahead. That's a problem. If he gets that up to 8... Oh, never mind. He's already playing it very stupidly. Ha! Oh, but he gets the full library back, which means round 3. This is without Bruvac. He loses 34 cards just for having done that. But I am going to take damage here, unfortunately. Do I take 6 to the chin? Nah, we'll just do this. That's fine. Okay, before that comes into play, we already know the drill. We try to kill him, so draw a bunch of cards. Drowned Secrets goes on him. Teferi draws a card. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Drowned Secrets, draw 3. Auto stack those. We want to trigger them. So from 165, 121, 117, 113, 109, 77, 73. Okay. Do we have anything else to do? Draw 2, sack a permanent. Remand. Well, draw 2, sack a permanent seems very good. Select target player. Yeah, wait, is it? Oh, this is for drowned. That's fine. Okay, so boop. Draw 2 cards. I think the permanent to sacrifice is Mystic Sanctuary. I wish I could have tapped it first, but no matter. He's down to 40 cards in deck, which means we're going to do this again. Drown Secrets goes on you. Draw a bunch of cards. He's out of cards. He's out of cards. Okay, which means all I have to do is make him draw one more with Vision Skeins. And that's the game. And we just did it. We just killed Teferi with a draw. And as a result, we get to earn the Teferi. Whenever you draw a card, exile target. This is a really solid Planeswalker. This is the card I wanted. Draw 3 and put 2 down for 1 mana. This is a poor man's Ancestral Recall. Teferi's Staff. What does Teferi's Staff do? Well, it gives me bonus rewards. That's enough to consider. Oh my god, these are some really good rewards. Glad we came here first. We're going to equip Teferi's Staff. That's a no-brainer, because we have to try it out. What was that slot before? The 0/4 blocker, that's right. Then let's start modifying the deck, because it just got much better. Brainstorm is absolutely a winner for this deck. Was that it? Was that literally the only new card I liked? Teferi's Protection. Oh, Teferi himself. If I had white, maybe, but I don't have white. Pick a color your opponent uses and just put a moat and then you're safe. That's interesting, but this deck is supposed to be faster than that. Most of the time I'm not aiming for 200 discards after all. Most of the time I play a card and it sticks to the board, etc. We'll sideboard a Mind Sculpt. It seems weak. Alright, let's start killing things. That was 1,400 gold, by the way, so I've already made up my poverty. Teferi's Staff. At the beginning of your end step, untap target artifact or land you control. Wait, what? That's nuts. That synergizes really well. Is that... Have I always had that and I just forgot my phone version? I think that might be new. That's really cool. Jace's Erasure goes into play. So we untap the land and then we retap. That's just fantastic. You want to bolt my snake? Go ahead. I do not care. Let's go. Oh, Jace's Erasure on the draw, of course. No, let's do the thing. Boop, boop, boop. And since I somehow managed to draw 0 mana options, mill 7 or mill 2 per turn. Mill 2 per turn's good. Oh, right. I get a mana option. So it's turn 3. Are you serious? Counter Mock Sapphire, draw a card, drop to 2 cards. I can't deal with that, so that's fine. Though I don't mind you drawing cards, that's actually good for me. Go ahead and discard some cards, please. And we'll trigger Drowner's Secrets. Then on the way out, we'll untap this for Great Justice. Arcane Denial, drop the 2 cards. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll draw 2. And make you discard as a result. What is he down to? 33 cards, so he's milled half his deck, and I haven't had a particularly good run either. So I don't love this deck, this board, but I do love windfalling it. both making him draw 7 as well as making him discard an additional 7 is very good. If that's blue, and I think it is, then this should work. So it's another 7. Drop the lands. And another mass disco. Untap an artifact and charge it up. This is... It's honestly as though the Teferi staff was built to work with this deck, because my creature deck doesn't really need this untap because I don't need instant speed mana as much, but this deck has plenty of instants. Here we're just gonna win. What is it gonna cost? Boop, boop, boop. It's whatever. Literally discard anything, I don't care what. Oh, wait, they're targeting Drowned Secrets, okay. Now it can discard whatever. And then Windfall should be a game winner. It's unarguable that Shock Trooper based... Ooh, what is this? No. 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 Maybe? Think about it. Honestly, the Brainstorm was the winner. If I could fight Teferi 3 times and get 3 Brainstorms, that would be a happy man. Whoa, that's slick. Remember, I have to kill everyone here, so... You want to bolt? Go ahead. Oh my god, can you imagine if that was like my 1/1 Priest of Titania or whatever that I had gone all into play on turn 1 and they just bolted it? I'd be so sad. Instead it's like, I don't need any of my creatures this time. But sir, we trained all game waiting for you to come to us with your creature-loving deck. Yeah, I beat the game with that deck, and now I'm on to my next deck. Mill Half's pretty good on turn 2. Let's go ahead and buff the power of an Ancestral Recall. And then... Do I do it now or do I... No, just continue to buff the power of the Ancestral Recall to maximum, please. Good. Boom, 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 boom. You have no deck. GG. That was very satisfying. 5 mana, hand and graveyard into the library, draw 7. This is actually an affordable version of that 7-coster. And it doesn't, and it's a sorcery, right? So it's play and it happens. It's a 5 mana Time Twister. I don't know what plot means. Actually, I have no idea what plotting does, but I might throw this in as a security. Four mana, put creatures down for free. That's cool. Alright, but I think Step Between Worlds is what we're excited about here. At the very least, that belongs on the sideboard, if not in the main deck. So far, it's never been relevant, but only because the shuffler that I faced shuffled. I mean, if I can kill 200 cards without running out of cards, it's probably not super relevant, right? No mana, no lands, no start. Lose an island, that's fine. We got something here. 1, 2. Discards hurt twice as hard, plus a chump blocker. Or not chump blocker, plus a blocker. Ivory Tower, gain life for the hand size. Oh, perfect. That's not going to help you in the slightest. I don't aim at your life. I aim at your life. I don't aim at your life total. I aim at your life. Oh, got a Teferi's Tutelage. That's nice. That's going to go off next turn for sure. Patient World Building actually might not be a terrible thing to keep in hand. What the heck? Target myself and do this. Thank you, that's what I was trying to do. 3 Teferi's charges. Get refreshing my mocks. I said refreshing my mocks. Get an island for my trouble. I think I'm 1 short. So that's it. And he's brainstorming? That's a... okay, sure. I guess it doesn't help or hurt him. That's game. GG, baby. Oh Christ, that's a lot of cards. Pay 1, mill 2, scry 2. That's okay. Whenever you cast a spell that isn't a creature proliferate, man, if that was creature and I just played elf after elf and kept proliferating, that would be so nuts. Alright, let's finish up Teferi's Experiment. I wonder if it's more robust than Teferi himself, whom I bested. That's fine, I don't need that. This is fine. Okay, this is gaining me an absolute metric ton of mana. Each player draws 2, followed by Windfall would be psycho good. Followed by an extra thick Windfall, yeah. Oh, what a big play. See, he mills 8, and then he mills an additional 16 because of my ability. And, yeah, that's just great. Another 6, please. And turn. Whatever, does it even matter? No. I'm gonna lose an island. Perilous Research is just not very relevant. Drown Secrets, I'm not at that speed. Okay, turn. Is it turn 2 of the game? Wow, so this is turn 3, and we've already killed him. I mean, he's not dead, but, I mean, he is. This deck is already really good. Well, I think, without meaning to brag or be... I wonder if we're getting extra card rewards because Teferi's staff has that +1 card rewards ability, and that's why it feels like I'm getting so many cards. These are all unique enemies, so cool. Let's see here. Island, Mox, and oh my god, keep. Island, Mox. Do we go Perilous Research? These are all decent. I think we'll go with this. And next turn we'll add Bruvac. That's fine. Next turn we'll add Bruvac as promised. And then, because I can, oh wait, we don't have blue. Lame. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's see, we've got like 5-ish mana capacity here, so we'll do this, this, this. Everyone draw, please. And then with 1/2 mana left, we can play Vision Skeins and really rub the corruption in, get 1 more mana, brainstorm with that mana, keep the Mox, lose the extra island that I can't play, and the expensive Reign of Revelation that I don't want to play just yet. Another 6 discards, some more mana. Oh, wouldn't you know it? Another 6, and your turn. He's already down to 43. No, wait, he's down to 6 cards left in his deck? This is psycho. He's already down to 2 cards left in his whole deck. Which means this is probably lethal. Jesus. This deck is so efficient. I shouldn't say it's efficient. It takes quite a few turns and quite a bit of setup to get its ball rolling, but it doesn't care about how many lives my opponent has or what kind of nonsense it's doing to creatures. It's very much just punch you in the face till you're dead, or cut your butt from behind till you're dead. I think I don't love any of these cards enough to keep, so we're going to windfall this hand. And then just do this. Yep, start up on the next hand. That's perfect. It doesn't matter. I think I can probably lose the Slime Boots for this deck. They're not really doing me any favors at all. Do I have anything to play? I do want Psychic Corrosion down before I shuffle, but then I'm just going to shuffle again with Windfall. Discard anything since I'm throwing all these away anyway when I Windfall. Do I just Windfall? Let's make sure he's discarding doubles before I let him out of his misery. Drowning Secrets. Alright, he's at 5. I'm at 5. That's reasonable. Let's just go off, baby. 29 cards in deck. $20 cards in deck. That's... Oh wait, 0. 0 cards in deck. That's better. And do I have a kill shot? I do not. Just wait until the next turn then. Boom. Disco deck is winning bigly. Okay, we've got a little encampment here, 2 camels, 3 bandits, and a partridge and a pear tree. Let's take them out. Oh, not bandits, nomads. Bidui. Step between worlds, thirst for meaning. I really want more of these Teferi's Toolage style effects and less of these pay 3 draw 2s. What else we got? Brainstorm, Step, Traumatize. Traumatize is fine here. If I can afford it. I don't think I can. I can't. Traumatize would have been good. Go ahead and draw me some cards. 3 fresh cards, please. 3 more fresh cards, please. Throw back the things I can't play yet anyway. Windfall, maybe? I can't afford it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just draw 2 cards. Plan our Windfall next turn. Okay. Bruvect and Windfall or just Windfall? Can't afford both. He's still got a reasonable sized deck, so I'll get the Bruvac in play first. And while I'm at it, Drace's Erasure just to be sure. I do hate how many times that makes me click. 13 mils. Did I somehow switch to my sideboard? Yeah, okay, good. That was weird. This, in my experience, generally has killed my opponents, so we'll see if that experience is borne out. Yep, he's out of cards. He is completely out of cards. Bye-bye. It was nice knowing you. God, I'm loving this extra large looking page of loot. 4 mana Convoke to draw 2. 5 mana Search and Shuffle for Teferis. Remember when I started this session and I was basically broke? Just wait till you see how much cash I've managed to acquire. Oh, oops, wrong card. Yeah, I don't love any of these. We'll go ahead and draw. At least it's something. So because of the multiplicative effect of Bruvac, it's 2 instead of 1 discard, but that's still not enough. It's not enough cheddar for me to be in the game. Don't care about that. Do care about that. And now we'll do the nasty thing where we brainstorm, draw 3 and put 1 back. 1, 2 back, whatever. Keep drawing, baby. Discard 2 Mind Sculpts without even thinking twice. Continue to make you discard your whole deck. Peace out. Windfall's such a good card. Oh, hey, we got Birds of Paradise. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Birds of Paradise. Hazy on cards, it's fine. Taking out the Nomads, then we move on to the Camels. Snap Keep. Snap Keep. Okay, this is why it was a Snap Keep, because it was just so powerful in opening. I'd like to not use Jace's Eraser just because of how many times it makes me click. Mill 8 does a lot more when it's actually Mill 16. So that's why I'm much more willing to use it this game. And we'll play an Archivist just to have a guy that makes me draw cards. And thus makes me discard cards. Or makes him discard cards. I think we can Windfall now. Only just managed to get something useful here. But now I can start benefiting from triggering it. Oh, and he's down to 3 cards in deck, so game's already pretty much won. GG. almost there now. Just a couple more, and I don't have that much time actually. And unfortunately, this is the problem with these like large clear quests. Even though I clearly have dominance over all of this, just the process of playing it out takes a while. That's not blue. And turn. Still no mana options. Pass. None of these are instants. That's fine. The hell? He must have discarded a lot of something that was good. Anyway, I'm at 22 cards. He's at 41, so we're making good progress. Let's get these killer cards in play. We'll repulse his one creature. I literally don't know what my game plan is here. I'm just following through. And that was much more effective. Had the kill shot in play. I might actually be able to kill him with a single windfall here. And doesn't kill me is more important. Yep, GG. Bye-bye, Camel. Camelopardas. Again, I kind of feel like maybe I should have saved the best for last, but there was no guarantee that I would have a best to show. But killing off Teferi was amazing. With a deck that is clearly not suited for it, but that doesn't mean it's incapable of it. Keep that, please. Boop. Okay, if not, yeah, it's not that, then that's fine. Just draw me some more cards. Oh, got another Mox for my trouble. Nothing to cost, so we'll do this and pass turn. Alright, Psychic Corrosion, nice and cheap. Psychic Corrosion now active. Lose a single island and a Mind Sculpt. That Psychic Corrosion is working its magic, man. I've got 6 cards in my graveyard, he's got 12 in his. Now 14. Let's finish the job. $31, 28, 26, 24. Where's Bruvact when you need him? Everybody, well, at least me draw a card. Toolage is great. We'll definitely play Toolage. You can lose this. I'm not playing it this game. And then, boom, Windfall. Bye-bye, Camelopardas. Shot you in the head. Alright. I know there's still plenty more monsters we need to catch to clear this area. And it's telling. This is literally just me clearing the hideout, right? I haven't done anything else this run. But, I guess I spent a few minutes looking around and thinking about what to run, and then got that one hunt in first. Me discarding a card is not as big a deal as you think it is, sir. If you knew what kind of shenanigans and draw manipulation my deck is going to get up to, your head would spin. Council of the Sword Tommy. First time I'm playing this card, by the way, suggests to me that it's not a very potent card. Easily replaced. That should be game. I doubt very much he can keep up with this rate of aggression. Yep, he's out of cards. GG. We've gained approximately 2,000 gold and 300 thingies. Shards. Jeez, there's some cool cards. How cheap is this? More expensive than my elf version with proliferate on entry. That Drake still hasn't been brought to justice, and I'll bet you there's some enemies in the top left that need to be sandworm swept, but let's find out. Start the sweep first. Come back for the Drake shortly. Maybe not. So far so good. It's just that Drake? Can't just be that Drake. Well, if it's more... Oh, there you are. I literally passed right over this square. Well, that's how you get a mana base going on turn 1. Hey, drawing a card may not be the boon you think it is, sir. You know what this means, right? Game. Game over for me. You are out of cards. So having the untap ability is functionally very useful for me to smooth out the early mana curve, but beyond that doesn't really seem to pay off very much, and it's an extra click or two every cycle. Or every turn cycle. Hey, we got Tutelage on turn 1. Untap completely unnecessary. What just got... Oh, you kill off my creature, that's fine, I don't need him. He's just there to bait you out, which is exactly what he did. Traumatized time, baby. Mill 22 or whatever. Alright, down to 18 cards. Your habit of drawing cards cannot possibly be helping you right now. Oh, you're already dead? Well, I honestly thought you'd hold up a little longer than that, but okay. GG again. Scry to draw one is not terrible. I might add that to the deck as a one coster that genuinely, you know, fills out the last bit of mana. Porcelain, yeah, add to that. I mean, look, this costs 1 and this costs 2. The only difference is the casting speed, I bet. Yeah, Porcelain is a sorcery. Obviously, Brainstorm is the gold standard, but till I get more of them. And of these, which is the worst? This is not great. We'll board that. Sword Tommy we also discussed boarding, so. Oh, look, another ambush predator. God, this desert sucks. This is quickly becoming my longest video, too, in the series. Probably because I didn't break it into enough chunks. Oh well. The beauty of not being beholden to the algorithms, I can do whatever the hell I like. Alright, we done here. That should be game already. If not already, it's close. Oh, we killed the creature that would have won me the game, so that's cool. I'll just have to make more horrifyingly painful decisions. Yeah, it's game. Just as soon as I get the mana for it. GG. Nothing. +3. Complete quest. Teferi's Hideout. Mystical Tutor's okay. GG. And that puts us up to 3,600. We are back in good places. Thank you all for watching this epic hunt, and I'll see you guys next time.